What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody feeling? How everybody living? Put a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me. I just want to make sure before we start. What song should I sing today? I know one. It was love at first sight. Okay, you guys can hear me. Okay, thank you. All right, well, let's go ahead and get into this intro right now, and then let's start the show. Here we go. Oh, what the hell happened to my... what happened to the intro, y'all? What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling today? What's up, everyone? Shout out to Denitria. Thank you for congratulating me. I appreciate that. One of my hardest working mods. Well, I had to technically only have 2 mods, but definitely the hardest working one. Thank you, Denitria. I appreciate you as always. But what's up, everybody? I see Jill. I see Rita. Who else we got it up in here? What's up, Jayla? Shout out to Jayla. What's up, everybody? Thank y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. Follow me on Facebook, the TikTok, the Instagram. Y'all already know what it is. But we are going to get into first the apology. Well, not the apology. We already heard that yesterday. The reason for the apology, TMZ interviewed the lawyer of Jay-Z and Beyonce, and he simply just broke it down to what happened and why he wanted to, go ahead and get that stuff taken out of that video, because it was very slanderous. Let's be honest. We can't even pretend like it was not. Now, again, I was under the impression that Piers Morgan show was just a YouTube show. It actually is on a streaming site. It's on the Fox Nation. Fox Nation has their own streaming site. It is on there. So I wanted to let people know that, because I was under the impression it was just YouTube. So I was kind of like, well, why do they care about what's going on YouTube? But it is on the streaming site. And you got to remember, because of that connection with Fox News, you know how they get down. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go after the big dog, because I can make an example out of them. So it totally makes sense. So we're gonna go ahead and take a listen to it right now. Again, fair use. TMZ be hating. So if y'all don't see the video in the replay crew, it's because TMZ struck me.
Been shocking to you that somebody comes on a show and then kind of levels these vague-ish allegations? Were you kind of ready for something like this to eventually happen?
Listen, there's rumors and then there's nonsense, and this is one step further, right? This is a pointed and formal accusation of something, and I felt it needed to be responded to. So I think somebody reported it was a cease and desist. It wasn't that. It was quite bluntly an ultimatum, which is remove that false accusation that's demonstrably false. Or a court's going to order you to. And so,
yo, that's some pimp shit right there. Like, it wasn't a cease and desist. No, it was like, take that down, or we're going to have the courts take it down for you.
I think he made the wise choice and acted accordingly.
He meaning Piers Morgan.
Removing it and apologizing for it, yes. What changed here in my mind is that somebody on a so-called journalistic platform exploited that kind of random rumor mill, whether it's disconnected from reality or what have you, and lifted it up. And by doing that, they not only caused harm here, but they are also droning out the voices of real victims. And by doing that to get clicks, it didn't just harm the Carters. What he did effectively was to drone out the voices of actual victims in an ongoing case, in an ongoing investigation. And that was too much for me.
Are you in the process of...
I want to say this real quick. remember yesterday we were kind of talking about how the salacious stuff overshadows the actual crimes. MB, I noticed the so-called too when he said so-called journalists. But again, when we talk about the baby oil and the freak offs and stuff like that, sometimes that it overshadows the actual crimes. And so I get what he was saying about the victims. It does make a lot of sense because I don't think Piers Morgan is necessarily doing all this stuff for the victims. This sounds like he just wants to exploit people. That's what it looks like to me. What's up, Terry? It sounds like he just wants to exploit people. It doesn't sound like he actually cares about victims.
Of making sure that it is taken down everywhere.
What I am here to say is that in a situation as serious as this, somebody who puts themselves out as a journalist should not effectively take advantage of the situation and exploit somebody in this way. And so that's the real reason for action.
Does it strike you a little bit that there's been a lot of silence in Hollywood in the wake of all of this?
Well, as to the Carters,
So I want to pause on that point before we play that. But I do want to say this. Yes, Fox News was sold. The Old Dominion or Dominion, with the whole machines and stuff like that, all the election lies, they got in trouble for that. What was the settlement like? It was something billion, right? It was like 1 point something billion, or was it like 700 million or something like that? Can somebody look that up real quick? I forgot how much it is, but basically Fox is a liability. And again, like I said, that Piers Morgan show is underneath that umbrella. So yeah, they had to take that down. They had no choice.
I can tell you that when they put their foot down on something as they did here, they are sending a message. And if they can't stand up and make sure right from wrong, then who can? I've always believed that the truth will come out in courtrooms, and I'm sure the truth will come out here.
Okay, so there we go. So basically, he's letting it be known like, hey, obviously we can't go after this is what I took that portion. Hey, we obviously can't go after everybody, but the major networks and stuff like that, oh yeah, we gonna go after them. That's gonna be without a doubt. We going after them. So anybody think that they can just lie and spread BS? We going after you. As far as like actual journalists, he made that clear, because at the end of the day, can they sue every YouTuber? No, they can't sue every YouTuber. If that was the case, none of us would be on YouTube. And I know some of y'all kind of get scared, like, oh well, Cardi B and Tasha K. Everybody kind of uses that as the basis for like all lawsuits against YouTubers. That was really like I don't want to say like a fringe case, but there was so much into that. That was like years and years and years of stuff. That wasn't like, oh, you said something I don't like, so I'm going to sue you. That was like a long process. You got to remember, Cardi B didn't win like automatically. That was before the pandemic, right? Somebody let me know in the chat. That was before the pandemic, right? When Cardi B and Tasha K got into it originally. I want to say that was 2018, and see how long that took. It's a battle. Rupert Murdoch owns Fox. He's a billionaire, right. But that settlement still has pissed him off. Exactly. You're right about that. So again, that case took a long time. So it's not easy just to sue every YouTuber. More of what they try to do is bully YouTube and be all like, hey, YouTube, I know you're just a platform, but you need to take this down. And they try to move along with the court system of like just getting YouTube to take stuff down rather than going through the court process. Because as you heard him say, he was all like, well, it wasn't a cease and desist. We just told him like, you better take that shit down. You heard him yourself. Like he was all like, yeah, we just told him you take it down or we gonna have the courts take it down. It wasn't gonna be no lawsuit or nothing. No, you take it down or we gonna have the courts take it down. Simple as that. You gotta respect it. And again, one of the things that we're gonna watch, because I want to watch the Choke No Joke, but then I also want to watch Jaguar Wright's response to the whole Piers Morgan thing. Again, this was before she found out that Piers Morgan took out that part of the interview. Because a few things that I noticed, Piers Morgan is exploiting them. Remember, I told you guys, if you look at his actual YouTube channel, it's mostly about politics and stuff like that. Like this Diddy stuff, he's getting wrapped up in this because it's money. He's a cash cow at the end of the day. Like, oh, I know this is going to be clicks and views. Everybody else talking about Diddy. Mind you, shout out to Couture because Couture said this. She was like, it's funny how all these new news networks want to talk about Diddy and stuff like that, but we've been talking about that. We've been talking about that, talking about the black content creators, and now everybody else in like the mainstream media, they want to talk about it now. So it's all like they're trying to get in on that money. And of course, you compare Fox or CNN to my channel, Fox and CNN is always going to win. And it's not even just me. They would win. They're going to win against Tisa Tells. They're going to win against Storm Monroe. They're going to win against Make It Make Sense. Their coverage is going to win. And when you think about it, that's one of the things with Piers Morgan, because he does have that Fox News backing. Yeah, his video is going to go further than mine, where Jag is saying some crazy stuff. Even with Real Life Productions, like not all their Jaguar content gets over 1 million, but I mean it gets coverage, but with Piers Morgan, that's gonna go international. That's gonna go all over the globe. So it's a little different when it compares to just a YouTuber versus a news network that's supposed to be credible, even though Fox News don't always be credible, but it's supposed to be credible. So again, it's different. All right. So I want to go ahead and pull this video up from yesterday with the whole Choke No Joke. Oh, actually, no. Before we get into that, I want to talk about Kathy Griffin, because I totally forgot about Kathy Griffin and how she put this conspiracy theory out there about Beyonce. Now, I don't want to say that she's the first to say this, but I have a problem with people like her and Perez Hilton, because Perez Hilton now wants to talk about the Kathy White story and stuff like that. But her and Perez Hilton like to talk about all this Diddy and Jay-Z and Beyonce stuff, but it's all like, that's not even in y'all realm. Like, when all of a sudden y'all started caring about this? And mind you, another issue that I have with Kathy Griffin is that you're in Hollywood. She even says in this video I'm gonna play you guys, if you guys didn't see it yesterday, that she was at the same function that they were. So I'm all like, well, are you excluding yourself from being a part of this sick Hollywood world? Like, I'm confused what you're trying to do, Kathy. Let us know, Kathy, because we confused. But let's go ahead and play it.
Hi, you guys. It's Kathy Griffin. I'm back again. Okay, so I'm still in a Diddy rabbit hole. Don't worry. But I just want to tell you something that I thought was interesting. So now that I'm 63, single and sexy, I go out like more than I've ever gone out in my life. And so I have a friend who works at Santa Anita racetrack, and I've been to the races a few times. And it's just out of my lane, and it's wild and it's fun, and they take very care of the horses, I promise. So I went on Sunday because they had this thing called the California Crown, and it was like so star-studded. Like I was firmly on the D list, don't worry. But this is what Billboard magazine says: the celebrities in attendance: Jay-Z, Cher, Sharon Stone, Kathy Griffin, Mario Lopez, Jesse Metcalfe, Corey Gamble, and Beyonce. Okay, I'm back to my tuna melt. Okay, I'm not gonna say Beyonce's involved. I'm admitting I'm terrified there's a video of Beyonce. Like, I'm terrified they drugged her back in the day or something. Because remember, when Destiny's Child started, she was a freaking teenager. And I just thought it was interesting that Jay-Z, who the rumors are that he's the next big one. which is almost unfathomable, right? Well, it's actually completely unfathomable. But if that were the case, no, I'm just spitballing here. I know nothing. I just, my name is in there because I was one of the celebrities there. No, but first of all, I just think showing up at a horse race, which is kind of a chic event, but also a family event, I'm just saying people are very, like, they're very named and like there's very speculated on. Now look, people are also saying stupid shit like Oprah. Like, oh, Oprah is the top of the pyramid of Diddy. No, use your head, people. I'm just fearful that Beyonce, who has been famous for a very long time, I am fearful that she is one of the victims. That's what I'm fearful of. And I thought it was interesting that, like I said, Jay-Z was like at a horse race when he's supposedly the next big name. Like, unless, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm on a different TikTok algorithm than you guys are. But I couldn't find a picture of Beyonce and Jay-Z together. I just feel like if Jay-Z is really guilty, Diddy level or Diddy style even, I'm sorry, Diddy, all of it's horrible. I just feel like Team Beyonce is not gonna let it out. I don't know. Okay. Let's share that with you guys. Hi guys, sorry. First of all, I want to say that everything I've said so far in the last video is alleged. Allegedly. I'm on like TikTok rumor mill. But I just want to clarify that I did see Cher there. I did see Sharon Stone there. I did not personally see Beyonce and Jay-Z. I did see Corey Gamble. So, but I can't tell you that I laid eyes on Beyonce and Jay-Z myself, so I can't tell you if they brought the kids or not. And also, I want to reiterate, my fear is that somehow Beyonce would be one of the victims from back in the day. I'm not blaming her in any way, shape, or form. And also, let me be clear about the most important thing. I'm doing this all based on freaking TikTok. So, I took the deep dive too far.
She's a spaz, so I see why you guys are confused, but I'll explain it. But I just want to point something out real quick that's inaccurate. So the picture on the right is Jay-Z and Beyonce. That was at the horse track. So that was there. Now, I did say this in my video that I did. I was all like, they basically specifically made sure that they didn't run into you, Kathy. That's the reason why you did not see them. The reason why you didn't see them was because they did not want to be seen by you because they know you are a D-list troll. A D-list troll. They wanted nothing to do with you. Why would they want somebody like you in their section? Get out my section. You're weird. You're a nobody. You're barely even funny. Get out of here. That's the truth. Because if you were cool, you would have got a picture. She took a picture with Shabuzi. She took a picture with Cher. I'm pretty sure she would have took a picture with Kathy Griffin if she was relevant. Did I say something? Anyway, but you know how she was like, oh, and they had these big name celebrities there, and I was there because I know the guy. And then it's funny how she looked up and was like, Corey Gamble. You know that's Kris Jenner's dude, but by the way, Kathy Hilton acts like she's above it all, but she's friends with the Kardashians. So you telling me that the Kardashians are perfect? You telling me that the Kardashians aren't in some shit, dude? Are we really playing like, Kathy, you don't know anything and you just this and that, but you want to talk about Diddy, Jay-Z, and Beyonce, but you're not going to talk about your white friends? Did I say something? I just want to know. And if you want to be a celebrity blogger and stuff like that, do your big one. Do it. But don't be pussyfooting around like you don't know what's going on or you have no clue on anything. You just on TikTok and no. We're not going to play that game. I'm sorry. We're not going to play that game. You know exactly what you're doing and you know what exactly you're saying. You trying to put little fillers out there and have people feed you information and stuff like that. That's what you're trying to do. So I want to explain what she was trying to say because I know, like I said, she just randomly rambles off, right? What she was basically saying is that she's in fear that Beyonce was probably on one of those tapes. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, the freak off tapes. Because at the time her and Jay-Z dated, she was young. So possibly she could have been drugged and been on one of those tapes. And, she's just worried that, because Beyonce was in the game young. That's what she was trying to allude to. Now, I want to say this. That's not the first time like I heard, anything about Jay-Z, because I mean, shit, Jaguar's one of the people who told me, yeah, Jay-Z drugged Beyonce. Remember, she was saying that. So it's not the first time I ever heard that. But Kathy alluding to that and saying, "Oh, I'm worried that she might be on that." How do you know that? How do you know that for a fact? And again, you go into the same event. Here's my thing, Kathy. You so bold and big and bad online. You should have went there and asked her. Are you being taken advantage of? Were you drugged when you were young? Ask her. You that big and bold? Ask her. But you can't be going to these same events and then pretending like you don't know what's going on. And especially, like I said, when you're best friends with the Kardashians, don't play that game, Kathy. I didn't like that at all. I did not like that. Stand in your shit, but don't act like you're not a part of the problem, because I feel like with a lot of this Diddy stuff, I even have to call out 50 Cent too. Pretending like you're not in the same circles. Don't forget 50 Cent and Diddy dated the same girl, Daphne Joy, who's 50 Cent baby mama. Like y'all hang out all in the same circles, pass around all the same women and stuff like y'all know what be going on. Because also another thing about 50 Cent, I have a clip and I'm gonna play it for you guys one day, but it has music, so I'll probably have to like try to edit out the music somehow. But 50 Cent talks about how this was like years ago. He's seen like a video of like video and pictures of Cassie naked. And he told Diddy about it and let him know, like, hey, this pictures, videos is out. Now, a long time ago, there was like a leak, like something about like a laptop, but 50 Cent was clear. He said, no, it wasn't the photos that was found on that laptop. It was a whole nother situation. A whole nother situation with pictures and videos of Cassie and, in the nude and stuff like that. So 50 Cent already knew about a lot of this stuff already. That's what I'm saying. So these Hollywood people like to be like, oh, I didn't know anything about Diddy. No, y'all one in the same. Like, let's not play stupid. I feel like a lot of times these celebrities are playing stupid. That's just how I feel, y'all. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. What's up, Casey? I see you in the building. What's up, Hood Cyclopedia? What's up, Didi? Quinnan? Yeah, I don't like how these celebrities are playing dumb. Like they don't know what's going on. Oh shit. What? Oh, I did something to my computer. I'm sorry. What's up, Bama girl? What's up, Lexi? What's up, Mary? Okay, I see y'all. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and again, this was before he took down those clips of Jaguar talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce, but this first part, she's going to talk about Justin Bieber and the alleged tape. So let's get into it. What's up, Love Jones? They're all in on together. Right. I agree.
What happened?
And hit that like button.
Before the report about the 9-year-old boy was released. And before people started confirming that the video that was being shopped around was Bieber and Diddy. See, that's the problem with running your mouth, Vlad. That's the problem. You didn't realize on Monday that every word that you said was going to be invalidated on Tuesday.
Real life.
I love the way she tells stories, but sometimes I'll be like, just get to the point without all the rhymes, and she be too much sometimes.
It ain't real
Oh, is that song copyrighted? Let me fast
Tell
forward
me
a little
something.
bit.
When you have a peanut butter jelly sandwich, if it's just peanut butter, it's just peanut butter. If it's just jelly, it's jelly. When you put it together, it becomes a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and the taste is undeniable.
You saying Diddy and Jay-Z is peanut butter
It's
jelly
peanut
time?
butter and jelly. Let's deal with the sandwich.
We asked you this last time, and Piers Morgan said it. They're not here to defend themselves. Do you think the Carters will speak about any of this at all? Do you just feel that they'll make any statement about
Here we
what's
go.
going
Beyonce is
on?
losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day. And she still hasn't said anything. Just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Is it her place to say something?
Little does she know, they sent that letter over to Piers Morgan. He took that shit down. Now look at her. See, you think you know something, you don't know nothing at all. No, he didn't. I need to school you, sir. Wait, what? School me about what? It did what it was supposed to do. They responded and speaks volumes. Okay, Measure Man. All right, I'll take that. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate that.
I mean, probably not, considering she's going to be indicted for anything she would say. These are criminals. Diddy is a drug dealer, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there. How many up people does he have to be aware of before people see him for who he is?
It seems like these artists are trying to run away.
Jay-Z used to sell drugs. That's what I wanted to say. The thing about Beyonce losing, I think she lost about 4 million people on Instagram. She lost about 4 million people on Instagram already. And again, a lot of people are like, hey, y'all ain't saying nothing. Y'all not coming out and speaking up for the victims. Y'all just basically pretending like everything's gravy, and it's not. So again, I also feel like this is why the lawyer had him take out them parts of the video, because they're nervous about this whole Diddy situation. I still feel in my heart they're nervous about it. Now, I'm not saying that they doing the same stuff as Diddy, but I feel like they're having a lot of pressure on them. A lot of people are in their comment section harassing them, all like, speak up. Why are y'all saying nothing? Were y'all part of it? And so they're being constantly harassed, and they're losing a lot of subscribers. And believe it or not, when it comes to like followers and stuff like that for celebrities, it means something. Even though it doesn't mean anything for their money, it still technically means something to them, because the higher the endorsement deals, the higher the money comes in when people want them to sponsor their brand. They care about those things. It does matter. I know a lot of people say subscribers don't matter. Yeah, it doesn't technically, but the number always reigns true. Like that number, they love seeing that number, especially with those celebrities like the Taylor Swifts and all that. They love seeing those numbers. I promise you that. Oh, I missed the super chat. Sorry. She has never responded, but can't say too much. But you will see right after the Super Bowl. Oh, so are you alluding to something happening after the Super Bowl? Now, I ain't heard nothing about that. If you know something, let me know. DM me and let me know. But I ain't heard nothing about that. But we'll keep on going.
Away from their past. Diddy changed his name multiple times to say, that's not me. I'm trying to move beyond Diddy. I'm Love now. It seems like Jay-Z would try to run away from his past.
Calling that nigga Love and anything that he did love. Brother Love. What kind of love? Baby oil love? Baby love? Baby love? Explicit love? Hey! They never thought that hip hop would take it this far.
Oh man, it's different now.
These lyrics are all hitting different right now. All this people talking about fathers, all kinds of stuff.
So I wanted to talk about how they bleep out a lot of stuff that she says. So I know this because at a time I was cool with Jag, and she would tell me, like, I did this interview with Real Life Productions and they can't put it up. YouTube won't let them put it up. It's not that YouTube wasn't letting them put it up, it's just that they couldn't get full monetization because of the Jag say. So even though they got, say if they got 1 million views on a video, but say it was like limited monetization on it, instead of getting like, I'll just give you guys a random number, like $20,000 on a video, they might get like 5,000. And some of y'all like, well, that's still a good I'd rather have that 20 and bleep out some stuff than to only have 5,000. You know, just saying. What's up, Blessing?
Let's just start with Piers Morgan, because there's a headline that went out that was very powerful that people are running with, where it just says Jay-Z is the real monster. Now, before you speak on it, to even get to Piers Morgan, can you explain how that took place and why even take that interview to go forward?
Well, excuse me.
Bless us.
All them cigarettes.
Can't say that I sought it out because I didn't. Truth is we didn't see it coming. But I have to credit Odell.
Got Odeezy.
My love. I have to credit him, because since we've combined and joined forces and become a hell of an investigative journalism team. See, I'm the content, I'm the passion, I'm the voice. I'm also the brain, but I do too much by myself. That's the brain. That's
bullshit.
The administrator. That's the bloodhound.
I'm sorry, I just had to call it out. I apologize.
And he, there were so many people that hacked into so many of my accounts. People didn't even know how to get in touch with me anymore. And Odell created that lane. And they reached out to him. Piers Morgan's producers called him directly. And we talked about it briefly, and I said, we have to do it. We have to. Because the one thing I know about Piers Morgan is he is smart prey. And not only is he smart prey, he is a great conductor of information. He also...
No, it's funny how she's talking, because again, this was before he got that letter from Jay-Z and Beyonce lawyer. But I want to say something. Even though I don't rock with Odell or Jag, I will say this: out of all the partners that she had, it seems like Odell is more about his business compared to the other ones. So I will have to give him credit that he is more of a businessman compared to everybody else that she's been with. Everybody else that we've known her to be with, it seems that they never booked Jag any jobs. Never booked her anything. At least with Odell, she's been at an award show. She ambushed Kiki Wyatt, got a moment there. Because I don't know if the lady was invited by Kiki Wyatt or not. It just seemed like she ambushed the stage, but whatever. That's here nor there. But, she going to award shows and stuff, doing a few red carpets. It seemed like he at least has her working. So I got to give Odell the credit, not Jag, Odell the credit.
So vets things viciously.
No, he didn't vet anything. He exploited you. He wanted to exploit you.
And I want to thank you for that. Because if my word is good enough to make it through Piers Morgan's firewall of please don't sue me, then I guess he just vetted me for every ounce of real life content on this blue couch. We thank you for that.
Do you feel that Piers Morgan allowed you to get? Because you only have so many minutes. I know you don't know exactly how the show is going to be structured.
Yeah.
Did you get what you want to say out? And was there more for you to say? Of course, there's more
I'll
to say.
never have enough to say.
Right.
There will never be enough screen time for me to say. But what I will say is, I'm grateful for the questions he asked. I'm grateful for the time he gave me to answer. And I pray that I was able to hit everything that needed to be hit for the public.
How did you feel about Vlad going after you?
I loved it. I saw the lineup immediately.
Right.
Especially when I saw the lawyer, Ariel, kid that came after.
Right.
What Pierce did was brilliant journalism.
Right.
He created a beef without there being one. And he created multiple episodes for confrontation after.
You know, I will say she is right about that. He knew what he was doing because, again, if you notice, he asked Vlad about what he thought about Jaguar, but when Ariel came on, he didn't ask Ariel what she thought about the stuff Vlad was saying. So he set that up in that way to have a back and forth. But I have a question for you guys. I'm going to continue playing it. But do you think Jag will be invited back on Piers Morgan's show? Will she be invited back on Piers Morgan's show? Yes or no?
It's brilliant.
It is. Vlad has said you're a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
And he has never wanted you on a show. He has never
Ever.
reached out to you.
You know what? Hold up. Drum roll. Where do I find that receipt?
Oh, we got. Is there?
On email.
Let me check.
Yeah, there's receipts.
No, it's on your YouTube, right?
Okay, so Odell did a video where he exposed that Vlad TV one of his people reached out to Jag for an interview. So he did reach out to Jag. And I was all like, it makes sense that he would reach out to Jag. I mean, he'd be having Charleston White. He has so many other people on Vlad just be talking. He just be talking.
Yeah, no, he's as much of an information bloodhound as I am. Is it in?
It takes her like
Why
10
does it
minutes to
say
find the channel, so I'm gonna skip that.
Hold on. You know, I have so many phones and I never know what's.
Hey, no, Vlad, this is Wolfgang. I'm gonna come at you as a tech guy,
Because he is a tech guy. That's his background.
I met
Before
you on the
vlogging.
red carpet.
Damn.
But
Damn.
let's be very clear. This is the email that DJ Vlad sent me. His producer sent me asking me to appear on his podcast on YouTube just after the Cassie video was released on my birthday. I saw it. I never responded. Odell responded. Weeks and weeks later. But then again, Diddy was already in trouble, so you really didn't need to talk to me because you couldn't do much disinformation with me. I guess that's why your friend from the Star Report, or should I say the Comet Report, because he crashed out just like a comet. I guess that's why he was so upset.
Yo, a lot of people, and I still didn't really like the confrontation between her and Star. It seemed like that. I didn't realize how many mixed reviews on that there was, because I do feel like Star was looking for a moment. Like I said, I know she was kind of saying, oh yeah, you're a fan of Jay-Z, but the way he went off on Jag, it was kind of like, that was kind of whack. Like you didn't need all that. Like it was way too much. Great entertainment, but listen, Jag has said, she still says a lot of dirty stuff about me. So just imagine, I'd rather be called a fan of Jay-Z than the stuff that she talks about me. Like, let's be clear about that. AT2, did you hear that Making the Band went and got the cheesecake for Beyonce? I heard something about that. And thank you for the super chat. Yeah. I think it was the interview with old boy from Making the Band on the Art of Dialogue. Yeah, I seen that.
When I started asking him relevant questions about why he's propping up a liar. At this point in time, Vlad, I think it's only fair to say that Carol Johnson, your assistant, Unless you're saying you didn't know she sent this on your behalf. You did want me on your show.
I mean, which makes sense. For the kind of content he chased,
yeah,
it makes
He's
sense.
always looking to put a case on somebody to move him out of the way.
With that being said, was it stated that you weren't going to rebuttal Vlad at that time? Did they let you know?
I didn't even know Vlad was going to be on.
Oh,
like I said, it was brilliant.
Wow.
Because
oh yeah, he does. See, I told y'all about Piers Morgan. He playing a game. He is playing a game. He knew what he was doing. I think Jag probably thought like, oh, this was just going to be my interview or my segment. She didn't realize what was going on. Yeah, he played that perfectly. But for her, she's not even realizing like, yo, he's trying to play you in this way. She's like, oh, this gives us content because now basically Jag is like, I can go after Vlad TV. That's her next battle. Like Jag wants to battle the big dog. She doesn't really care about us too much. She wants to battle the big dog. She wants to battle the Tasha K's. She want to battle the Vlad. She want to battle actual celebrities. You know, so that's how she's playing it. And Apple Pie, I don't know if you were like asking like the chat that question. I was confused.
Because everything that he said, denouncing me and then confirming me and then talking about, that all happened a day before the report about the 9-year-old boy was released. And before people started confirming that the video that was being shopped around was Bieber and Diddy. See, that's the problem with running your mouth, Vlad. That's the
okay. So I want to talk about the whole tape thing. I'm still in the belief, you know, that lawyer Ariel who said, "Oh yeah, there's a tape and we need to do a stop and kill, all that stuff." I'm still in the belief that she needs to go to jail. Chris Todd, White Jamal needs to go to jail. He said he's seen the tape. All these people who said they seen the tape, they need to go to jail. I'm still in the belief of that. And the reason why is because that's extortion. You're literally trying to get people to pay for their own personal video and stuff like that, where one, you need to give it to the feds. And then two, you shouldn't even be passing that around or even talking about something like that. Like, what's wrong with you? So all those people need to go to jail.
problem.
And especially because it seems like they're alluding to Justin Bieber was underage at the time, if it was him. But then I'm hearing like it could be Kevin Hart in the video. I'm hearing that it could be French Montana in the video. Like I'm hearing like different people was in this video. But they all need to go. If y'all watching the video, y'all need to go to jail. Because why is that not turned into the feds? If somebody sends AT2 the video, I'm giving it to the feds. So don't send it to me.
You didn't realize on Monday that every word that you said was going to be invalidated on Tuesday. See, that's what happens when you're a liar. See, I didn't have to worry about what I said on Monday because I knew what I said on Monday was going to hold up on Wednesday.
She had no clue. I told you she a great storyteller.
The truth needs no support, just time and room.
Why do you think Vlad has been allowed to take root in our culture and be able to do as many things as he's been able to do?
I believe, in my opinion, that he is an information and disinformation agent. I think the reason why it's hard for anyone to attach him to any American agency is because he isn't a part of any American agency. I have reason to believe that he is Mossad, Israeli intelligence background. I mean, you were born in that region, or at least.
So Vlad was born in Ukraine. Now I do not know if Vlad is Jewish or not, but he was born in Ukraine. I just want to correct that because his real name is like Vladimir. That's what his real name is.
Sure, people come from that region. You marry a black woman, get your little black sympathy, get into the culture a little bit, act like you want to make black people famous and you care about this and that. I remember when you started, Vlad. You want to know what was funny? A friend of mine that worked for Homeland Security told me to never sit with you because this isn't the first time you reached out to me, Vlad. You reached out to me in 2008. After me and Mr. Carter had a very, very, very unfortunate incident. Your life is about as and your background it's about as easily tracked as Barack Obama's.
That's pretty tracked. Yeah.
Like there's something very wrong with you. And not only that, let's look at the list of SA predators.
So Vlad TV's real name is Vladislav Lubovny. Lublovny. Yeah, it's Ukrainian. Yeah. All right, now she's about to talk about SA and stuff like that. Listen, I love when she's dragging Vlad TV. Anybody who drags Vlad TV, I'm a fan of. I'm not going to lie. Vlad TV, he kind of toes the line with what he says. And the thing is, I'll just get people on here to say the stuff that I want to say and exploit them while I just get to chill. Because let's be honest, Vlad never comes on camera. Like, why, as the interviewer, he's not on camera? I noticed that real life kind of has that same thing where, like, they do the interview behind the camera. Art of Dialogue does that too. It's kind of like, for me, I just feel like it's a little sneaky, even though we know who Joker is with real life and stuff like that. But I don't know the other people a part of real life productions. Almost feel like that's their way of keeping their immunity. Yeah, we're not going to talk about avatars. I know you're just an avatar. I know y'all want me to go there, but I'm not. But I don't like that, keeping that immunity. Like, I like a sit down interview, like 60 Minutes. When you watch the news, like they're sitting down and you can see both people having a conversation. Is more inviting than just showing the person in front of the camera. I don't really like that style. That's just me. That's just me. I like it when you can see the interviewer. Or you guys don't like that. Let me know in the chat. Y'all can disagree.
You're involved with in business currently. You're being championed as a friend by the Comment Report, who was thrown off of radio for threatening to assault a 4-year-old child. His partner, I know for a fact, committed statutory SA.
Now, she's talking about the buck wild dude that works with Star or whatever. I'm not sure of any of that information. I don't know. I know Star has done a response to her, but I'm not going to watch it. Damn, no, I want to drop this. I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to keep my mouth shut or do I want to say it. It's not totally bad, but should I say what I'm going to say, y'all, or no? Let's do a 30-second countdown real quick. Should I say what I want to say, or should I just keep it just mute? Look around, everybody on mute. 30 seconds. So I got an email the other day, and it was, I think it was like on the 7th or something like that. Hold on, let me pull it up. And I did what was asked, and I technically, for me, I was all like, oh well, shit, if you don't want to be on there, then I'll take your ugly ass off. That's kind of like what I thought, right? Here we go. Okay, so it says the Star Report, it says to whom it may concern, this is a one-time request to remove Star, aka Terrain, Mr. Terrain, from your thumbnail and embedded video below. Note, this is not a cease and desist, but rather a formal request pertaining to copyright images, respectfully, and from his media person. I was kind of like, so you want me to remove you from my thumbnail? At first I was all like, oh no, I'm leaving your ass up there. But I was all like, honestly, if they're not trying to fight for the copyrighted material and stuff like that, and just saying remove me from the thumbnail, I was all like, yeah, I'll go ahead and remove it. But I was just kind of like, that's weird. And it was something I could have fought. I could have tried to fight it and stuff like that, but I was all like, it's not even worth it. So I just took it off. I was like, now if it was something like he was going to try to fight me on the video and the Fair Use Act and stuff like that, I would have fought that. But the image thing, I was like, okay, you don't want to be on there, all right, I'll just take you off. So but I just kind of thought that was weird, because if you look at other people's video, like I still see people still using his image. So maybe everybody else just said F you, but I think I'm the only one that actually took it down. Like, because y'all, like, hold on, because if I look, let me just put like Star versus Jaguar Wright real quick. Hold on. And by the way, I'm not trying to get any of these other content creators in trouble or anything like that. I don't want to be clear on that. Yeah, maybe I was supposed to Cash App him so I can use his image, but my thing was like, no. That's a-okay. I was all like, trust me, I don't need to use it. Mind you, I already made the money off the video, so it doesn't matter if it has a thumbnail or not. I was like, whatever, I don't care. But I just found it kind of weird. I was like, that's weird.
And I feel bad because I talked that girl out of filing her report like she wanted to with the police. Because you told me she was a liar, Buck. You told me all of that. Like the both of y'all got some weird history. And then, Vlad, you do a podcast with a Hollywood plant who was convicted of child grooming and SA and all of that. And his name is Aries Spears.
Ooh.
You get the pervert.
All right, she just kind of going off on them. But yeah, basically I wanted to play that because I noticed how Jag kind of bigged up whatchamacallit. Piers Morgan was like, yeah, he did his research and he knew I was legit and he vetted me, blah, blah, blah. Well, obviously he didn't vet you because he ended up having to take that down. So I'm curious to know what her response is going to be. I feel like she's been kind of quiet. I know she did an interview with Gary with the T. Did she address that in that interview, you guys, with Gary with the T? I don't think she did, huh? I'm just trying to. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna look at that. But again, Piers Morgan didn't care about. No, they didn't. Okay, thank you, Sarnik. Piers Morgan didn't care whether or not Jag was telling the truth. Piers Morgan literally does not care. Go look, we leave it. Oh, we about to play that again, Stephanie. Thank you for the super chat. But yeah, he didn't care about nothing about vetting anybody. He just seen, oh, Jaguar's this internet sensation. She talks about Diddy all the time. Let's bring her on the show. Jag feels like she's more important than she actually is. He literally did not care who she was. It was just like, oh, she's a lady on the internet talking about Diddy. Okay, let's bring her on. Now, he was probably surprised by the whole Jay-Z and everything like that, but that's why she was on the show. She wasn't heavily vetted. He didn't care about whatever she was saying. It was just all like, we need somebody on here who's kind of within the industry. Because notice during the interview with Choke No Joke, he kept trying to tie Choke No Joke to to Diddy. He's all like, no, we've been in the same area, but we ain't never, you know, I wasn't a part of his crew or nothing like that. So I wanted to go ahead and play that one more time. And again, Stephanie loved that video from yesterday. So we're going to play that again because I want to draw them correlations, because I was kind of saying it yesterday, but now that I go back, I'm all like, oh, I know what Piers Morgan is trying to do. He's trying to, and it's not just Choke No Joke and Jaguar Wright. He's trying to exploit the whole Black community. You know? Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Okay, here we go. I found it.
A household that she and I'm assuming his father ran. I never really think that people who are predators on that level just do it because, you know, somehow they get power and they can get away with it. You really have to have a mentality, a psychology that's imbued in you from a young age. He either grew up in an environment where respecting people, particularly women, was just not.
Are you saying Reese is Jag? Reese DeHaven is who Jay-Z wish he was. Are y'all sure that's the real Jag? I don't think that's the real Jag, y'all. Reese, are you Jaguar Wright? Because you know people just say, oh yeah, I'm this, that person, that person. That person is just an avatar, if anything. And I've never seen Jag use the name Reese before. That's weird. Jasmine is Beyonce. Yeah, it's just a troll, Jasmine. Yeah, don't.
Not a thing. Or he was entitled and raised with this idea that actually, if you amass enough power, you can get away with systemically abusing people. And I think we actually need to look at the households that produce a lot of these predators, a lot of these serial rapists and sexual assaulters, than just looking at them as individuals who've decided to go rogue. It's much more systemic than that.
Let me bring in Choke No Joke. Now, you were part of Diddy's entourage at a commercial event a year ago where he was welcomed like a king by fans and industry people. We got some Eulay of that. You know, this is Diddy as we knew him before this scandal.
He was getting the key to the city. That's why he was, quote unquote, being treated like a king. See?
Erupted. It was actually just before the video got leaked as well to CNN of him beating up his then girlfriend at the time. Are you as stunned as everybody else, Choke No Joke, about what's happened here to Diddy?
First of all, let me say hello to you, Piers Morgan. I am surprised at a lot of the allegations, but I want to correct you. I wasn't a part of his entourage. I was there independently, documenting as I do. And
I see. Yeah.
I know him from the past. So yeah, I was there to document the revolt.
But you have attended, unless I'm mistaken, you have attended these freak-off parties at the invitation of Diddy on occasion. And there was one party, he said...
And look at Choke No Joke, he like... See, this whole time he was trying to be shady, and he was trying to link like, oh yeah, you be at those parties, you know, like, you know what's going on, right? Tell us, give us the inside scoop. It was a setup.
When Diddy tried to come on to you and looked at him like he was Beyonce in a bikini, you said. You were invited by Diddy personally, an industry after party.
I'm surprised at a lot of the allegations, but I want to correct you. I wasn't a part of his entourage. I was there independently, documenting as I do. And
I see. Yeah.
I know him from the past. So yeah, I was there to document the revolt.
But you have attended, unless I'm mistaken, you have attended these freak-off parties at the invitation of Diddy on occasion. And there was one party, he said, where Diddy tried to come on to you and looked at him like he was Beyonce in a bikini, you said. You were invited by Diddy personally, an industry after party. He said there were also women there who were known in industry to be gay and so on. I mean, just when you say you're not.
Yes, Blessing. Yes. And I believe who his person, that gathers the guests and stuff like that, they're literally going on YouTube, putting in Diddy, and they're seeing who's hot and who, they can get traction to his channel. And so they're literally just looking people up. And if they did their real research, they would know Choke No Joke, he worked with Jay-Z, not Diddy. So why are you keep asking him like, oh yeah, you were around him and stuff like that? And again, I don't know where Choke No Joke told his actual story about Diddy at, but whatever he said, the producers of the show wrote that down. So like, oh yeah, Piers, you got to ask him about this, the Beyonce and the bikini. And he's like, and you'll see what Choke No Joke says.
All right, let me clear that up because you like mashing a bunch of stuff together. All right, one, it wasn't a freak off party. Well, it may have been. I'm not sure because I didn't go inside. But it was and I wasn't invited by him. I was actually with Little Kim and Hillary Weston, who was Little Kim's manager at the time, and we had went to the BET Awards, and then
please hit the like button.
Party. At the after party is when Diddy or Sean Combs invited Kim to meet us at the CEO Steve Rifkin's house. When we went to Steve Rifkin's house, which would be that after party, I was at that house that's where Diddy came on to me at. And there was a lot of people there, but I was on the outside, the back porch of the house. I never went inside.
Okay.
So whatever went on inside, I didn't get to see.
And when you say Diddy,
but he did come on to me.
Yeah, I mean, so tell me about that. I mean, what happened?
So I like that how he cleared that up, because it's all like, yo, Choke No Joke seeing what he was doing, how Piers Morgan was trying to play him. And I want to say shout out to him because he handled that professionally. Because I would have been like, now don't be playing with me. Like, don't try to play me out there like, I was at a freak off party, and then like the way he was trying to put it was like, yeah, Choke No Joke was there and he was just chilling. And come on now.
As far as what?
Him coming on to you.
He just made a pass at me, and
And notice how he wants to go into detail about, oh yeah, he came on to you, and he wants him to keep explaining like how he came on to him and what he was doing. And come on now, you trying to play this man literally in front of everybody.
I did all with looks, and that was it.
How did you respond?
And that wasn't it. Once I realized that he was hitting on me, and I looked at my environment and realized that most of the people there were gay or bisexual, then I caught on to where we were at. And I went and I grabbed Hillary Weston and I pulled her outside and I told her, hey, Diddy's over here hitting on me. Go get Little Kim. We are leaving. And that's what we did.
Because there have been a lot of rumors about Diddy's sexuality, and I think it's only relevant in the.
So again, like he's still asking him about Diddy's sexuality and stuff like that. He's like, hey, I told you he tried to hit me, make a pass on me, and I rejected him. That's the end of the story right there. Like, why you keep pressuring him to talk more about that? Are you trying to see if he's gay or not? Like, why you keep asking him that question?
Since the lawyer I just spoke to in Texas says that half of the victims that he's representing are male, which would suggest here that, and they're all connected in some way to Diddy, obviously claims at this stage, but that would certainly suggest that Diddy is at very least bisexual.
I would believe that to be true. From him passing on to me, a straight man don't hit on a straight man. But can I say one thing in regards to your last guest?
Yeah,
that was saying that his mother's in denial. I don't think that's a fair statement for her to say, and I don't like the fact that she said he was raised in the household with a mother and father.
And Cheryl, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. But Cheryl, I appreciate that comment because I do believe in what you're saying. It does seem that this was a setup for him to go back and forth with the black girl. It literally seemed that way because the lawyer dude in the middle, he really didn't say anything too much. Like he was there for something specific. But him and the black girl were going back and forth at each other. So I do feel like, yeah, he kind of set it up that way. Pierce know what he doing. And again, it's TV. They know how to pull in ratings. They know how to get people watching. And I don't think Choke No Joke is going to be invited back. And the reason why is because he didn't give Pierce what he wanted. Pierce wanted to be able to say like, oh yeah, you know, he tried to stick his hands down your pants. He wanted something like that. That's what he was looking for. So he's actually disappointed that Choke No Joke kind of just gave a normal answer and he didn't make it salacious. Just like the whole, oh, he was looking at me like I was Beyonce in a bikini, blah, blah. He didn't give him that. So I bet you anything, he's not going to have Choke No Joke on there and he's not going to have Jaguar Wright on there. No more. Because he did not. They don't want them to be intellectual. They want them to act a fool and be able to exploit them. That's what they wanted. That's why they were invited on the show. I hope they know that. They were just on there to be exploited, not to give any kind of intellectual conversation or nothing. No, we want you to say something crazy like y'all do and put on a good show. That's it. We don't want no facts. We don't want this. We don't want that. We just want you to put on a show. That's how it was. But all right, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and get the heck up out of here. I want to say thank y'all for being here. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. What number of subscribers are we at? Y'all, hold on. I think how far away are we from the 50K? We almost there. We are at 70 away from hitting 50K. So we almost there. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you are subscribed. Also hit the notification bell to be updated of when we go live, because that's how you'll get the notifications of when I go live. So again, I appreciate y'all for being here. Thank y'all for checking out the show, but we out of here, y'all.